Good policing is vital to the development of any country, and SVG is no different. That's according to the advisor in the Ministry of National Security, Sir Vincent Beach, while addressing the graduation ceremony earlier this week of 51 new police officers. Sir Vincent says that this country, like any other, cannot grow properly without the presence of a good law enforcement organization, adding that the security of the nation is one of the top priorities of the government.
The most important factor in any country's life or development is security. It comes before finance, it comes even before health for that matter. Because if people are afraid to visit your country or to live in the country, then obviously you're not going to have the level of development that is necessary. And hence, this administration pays very great attention to security.
Meanwhile, Sir Vincent said the new batch of officers came at an appropriate time when the country is dealing with an upsurge in drug-related crimes.
Drugs like cocaine and other forms of this type that is a scourge in the society. It is well known that our homicide rate is very high. But when I look at the records, out of the 34 or so homicides, the majority is gun-related and also drug-related.
He further went on to warn the officers to always use good judgment, adding that it is not very difficult to get caught up in drug-related activities.
Some people say, well, what are we bothering about? But innocent people get hurt. And the inducement, because the returns from narco substances are very high. And that's why it can flourish so much. And so you would be induced in very many ways to try to assist, sometimes unwittingly and unknowingly you feel you're doing someone a favor, only to find that you're caught in the mesh and trapped. So you as recruits have just come out of training, but like when you get your driver's license, you've just started to learn how to drive, because experience has no substitute.
Opposition MP for West Kingstown, Daniel Cummings, has expressed concerns with funds allocated to the Health Ministry in the 2015 budget estimates laid before Parliament on Thursday. Contributing to the estimates debate, Cummings outlined that in 2013, the actual expenditure for medical supplies was $7.2 million. And in the 2015 estimates, the projected figure has dropped to $5 million.
Top of a bad situation, you drastically cutting your supplies to medical stores.
That's what I was saying yesterday.
Drastically cutting. Oh, God, mercy on us, man.
Cummings also told Parliament that he is concerned that the available resources at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital seem to have been dwindling.
This is not a joking matter. We know that first of all, to get any basic medication, some people have to pay a $5 stamp. But I've spent time watching people going into those little kiosk-like things to get the medication, only to come out sometime with 1 out of 4, 2 out of 5, and have, you watch the faces, Mr. Speaker, coming from there, wondering where they will find the resources to go to a private pharmacy to get the needed medication. I believe that's why some people like to talk about medication. They know they don't provide the public with it.
President of the Women in Agriculture Langley Park Cooperative, Walco Nayoka Abbott, is calling on farmers to continue to unite to ensure food security. The president, who was speaking at the recent launch of the Farmers Cooperative Market, pointed out that there are benefits to having a united front, not only for farmers, but for consumers.
United we stand,
and divided we fall. I know for sure as cooperative, when we met and start having this discussion, there was a lot of things that we would not have gained, but because we were united, when we made the call, we did get approval for what we want. And so I want to send the message out that in all the nooks and crannies of St. Vincent, let us think about food security, let us think about ourselves, because if we don't learn to feed ourselves, then we will be getting those imported food that will be poisoning us very slowly.
Northwestern carolers have once again captured the police caroling title. This was the 4th consecutive year for the choir in the senior category of the competition, held last evening at the Central Police Station in Kingstown. Taking the 2nd position was Immigration, while police headquarters had to settle for 3rd place. In the junior category, Beckway Youths took the 1st place trophy, with Northwestern in 2nd and 3rd place going to Southwestern. Last evening, the Sign Hill intersection was abuzz with activities for the lighting up of that area. The theme of this year's presentation by the Sign Hill Lighting Committee is Peace on Earth. The event heard remarks from Chairman of the committee, Leroy Llewellyn, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Sports and Culture, Luke Brown, and a member of the National Line Mornings Committee. There were a number of performances including dance, pan, drumming, and singing. Here are some highlights from the event.
Rise, join the triumphs of the sky. Oh, my father is still ride on one horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Born is the King of Israel. Yeah.
To see the village brighter. Right now it's spreading like wildfire. It is every community's desire. Roots, resistance, heartbeat drummers. Entertains you, educates you, always bringing the truth.
Judging in the National Community Lighting Competition started last evening on the leeward side of the island with communities from Pettibodelle to Vermont. Judging will continue tonight on the windward side from Stubbs to Oria.